program the processor software to exhibit neuron-like behavior. However, the incompatible hardware architecture makes the approach inefficient. You following, Mr. Bob? You following all this, right?
Always.
There you go. True North has 4,000 cores, each with communications hardware circuitry that acts like 1 million programmable neurons that can establish 256 million connections among themselves. It's almost finished, but it sounds sci-fi, right? All right. Remember last week I spoke about permutations, factorial? Mm-hmm. Each core has 100,000 bits of memory that can store information like a neuron state and the addresses of the neurons from which it receives signals and to which it sends transmissions. The chip's many circuits aren't as fast as those on today's typical computer processors, but they handle calculations in parallel, allowing them to offer high performance. Parallel is nothing but processing that's being done simultaneously through interconnected networks. Things are happening at the same time. But what do they say about the human brain? You could hold probably 7 different things at one time before you forget it. That's what they tell you, write things down, right, Ms. Costello, write it down.
Yeah.
All right, I
don't know. I gotta write it down.
Well, unless you like Biggie Smalls, you can smoke a cigar and rap. Hold a Glock with this hand and got three females on this side, and you got a crown in your head. You gotta make sure it don't fall down. Oh man, I'm getting that out to the world because I was at his platinum party. All right. All right, here we go. So, where are we? Traditional chips run all the time, but True North is event-driven and thus operates only when needed. This reduces energy use and heat production. I was just talking about, right? Only when you need to use it does it come into operation. Otherwise, it's just laying there quiet. Thus, True North has 5.4 billion transistors, but consumes only 70 milliwatts of energy. The same as a hearing aid. When people got hearing aids to increase the volume. Today's computer chips have 1.4 billion transistors, but consume far more power, or 35 to 140 watts. The scientists say their new chip could scale perhaps enough to create a neural supercomputer.
See, I said that, supercomputer.
I know. DARPA, or the Defense Agency for Research Project Agency, funded the research under the agency Systems of Neuromorphic Adaptive Plastic Scalable Electronics, or SYNAPSE program. IBM has not said whether or when it might make the new chip available commercially. And this was in 2014. Yeah.
Synapse.
This is amazing how this thing is working. Okay, so class, you can turn it off now, Ms. Green.